worked his tail off. So he's really putting a lot of work, as like all those guys are. But you could tell on the mental side of the game and learning the system and calling it and having that rhythm to it. He's put a lot of work and time and effort into that. And then when you do that, the game starts to slow down and you can focus on finding completions. And he's done a nice job of that as camp's progressed.
That's Browns offensive coordinator Tommy Rees letting y'all know, as long as he putting in that work, it's going to be easy. And Shedeur had a very, very, very good day on the practice field in open OTAs with the media present once again on yesterday. And I didn't want to inundate y'all with another Shedeur video on yesterday. So today we back. But before we get started, y'all know how we do this thing. We got to celebrate you, the viewer, and say thank you for taking the time to watch the video. But while you're here, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do not forget to leave your comments down in the comment section, because we have fun in the comment section. I enjoy reading all of your comments. You know what I'm saying? You did. And shout out to the CUNTs before we even get started. We only here for 12. You hear me? Miss D, you hear me? All the CUNTs. We figure deal, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? We appreciate all the love. But y'all know why we here. Oh, I just told y'all. We here for 12. Y'all ready? Let's go. Shedeur Sanders balled out yesterday. And once again, he is making the NFL and those owners that tried to make an example out of him look like complete idiots. But I'm going to save that for another video, because I got one coming. Boy, it pays to be a truck driver, because sitting on that seat, getting that window time, giving you a lot of things to think about. And one of them was how big of a fool Shedeur is making of the NFL and everybody else that thinks he is being humbled. No, dum-dums. Y'all created this mess, and y'all got to let the dragon out the box. But the reason we here is for Shedeur, who went all yesterday in open OTAs. ESPN Cleveland has put up their quarterback tracker, and Flacco went 4 for 7, 0 touchdowns. Shedeur Sanders was 9 of 14 with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Kenny Pickett, 9 of 15, 2 touchdowns. Dylan Gabriel, 11 of 20 for 3 touchdowns. And I got it on good authority and Tony Gross's word that Dylan Gabriel should have thrown a pick in the 11 on 11s, and Kenny Pickett should have thrown a pick. The DB dropped the ball. And we can't have that, DBs. We need y'all getting the ball out. But 11 on 11s was yesterday. And Shedeur Sanders, once again, does what he always does once he's on the football field. He showed out. He did his thing. He did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? He made the great passes. He read the defense correctly. And he did all the things that a good football player does. As I've been preaching since we started this after the NFL draft, that Shedeur Sanders is the most NFL-ready quarterback in this draft class. He is the most prepared. And when y'all understand what's coming next, when we get into because right now we're in the voluntary OTAs. When we get into involuntary mandatory minicamp next week, you're going to get 3 days of full coverage, full open practice for the media. And then you're going to see where Shedeur Sanders, how he shines, because everybody's in camp. Not just a select few. Everybody is in camp. All teammates are to report to minicamp next week, regardless of your status. So you will get to see that, oh my goodness, why is he so good? See, because Kevin Stefanski has been able to hide Shedeur Sanders from the media in the 11 on 11 practices with the ones because he doesn't want to cause a stir. And I don't blame him. He's playing this smart. Give him some coverage, but don't give them the coverage that they want. Understand this. Shedeur Sanders gets practice with the ones. He's just not going to be able to be seen by the media because once it's seen, it can't be unseen. Because you remember that narrative that was started since the draft about he's drafted behind Dillon Gabriel, so therefore he has to play behind Dillon Gabriel because that's his draft status. Because he was drafted in the 5th round, he's not going to get the reps with the ones. He's getting the reps with the 3s and the 4s. And right now, Kevin Stefanski is showing you that. But in those closed practices, Shedeur is getting reps with the ones. And trust me, Kevin Stefanski knows how good Shedeur Sanders is. He knows that, oh my God, we stepped in it. Because now, once practice opens up, and then those practices against the Eagles and those practices against the Carolina Panthers show up, and he's going to get the reps with the ones against those other teams, it's going to be a mess. And people really are going to be like, that is not a 5th round draft pick. So what really happened? See, because then that story starts to unravel of all those lies you told that he wasn't any good, that his tape didn't match his draft status. But as you can see on the right side of your screen, how good Shedeur Sanders is and how he has been balling out. And people want to know about it. And people are getting upset about it. Because now you're telling me that this, what I'm looking at on my screen, is a 5th round draft pick. There's no way. And people are starting to ask the questions from the outside, not local reporters. National reporters are starting to ask the question, how did he drop to a 5th round draft pick? There is no way this is a 5th round draft pick. Then it leads back to them going to watch the tape, all of that Colorado footage. And then people are going to start to put it together like, hey, he was never a 5th round draft pick. Everybody else, all the pundits, all the people that watch, that put film together, said he was a 1st round draft pick. So why? Robert Griffin III said, when you watch all the clips of Shedeur Sanders, you see why his tape said he was a 1st round quarterback. He plays with NFL timing and rhythm. He reads with his feet, plays ahead of the defense, has more than enough arm strength, and he knows how to layer the ball. Because I've told y'all over and over again, Shedeur has been practicing and working out with NFL receivers and defensive backs since high school. He is the most prepared quarterback in this class. Shedeur Sanders from NFL Rookie Watch. Shedeur Sanders reportedly stole the show once again at the Browns OTAs today. Shedeur's precision, timing, and accuracy have reportedly been as advertised through a few practices now. Today, Sanders reportedly went 9 for 14, 64% for 100 plus yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and 1 interception off a tip pass. One source close to the situation reportedly believes Sanders will close the case fairly easily once he receives a consistent shot with the first team. It feels insane to say this early, but the Tom Brady playstyle is becoming evident. He elevates the game of everyone around him. Sanders has reportedly shown the most promise of any Browns quarterback thus far and continues to get more comfortable with each pass practice. The Browns rookie quarterback might end up being the biggest steal of the draft. Kimberly Martin of ESPN. There are people inside the Browns facility who believe that Shedeur Sanders can 100% be the starting quarterback. Kimberly A. Martin. And Kimberly Martin is always at the Browns facility. She is a Browns reporter. She reports on them a lot. Don't ask me why I know that, because my big brother is a Cleveland Browns diehard. And I've been killing him for many, many moons. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do that anymore. But, hey, I've been watching Cleveland football with my brother for a long time. And we've been keeping up. And we know they got a good defense. Once they get the offense to match, here is Shedeur's interception. That's not his interception. I need his INT. What did I do with it? And here's that view of the touchdown from Mary Kay Cabot, which she called really not a touchdown because they think his foot was out of bounds. But I'm telling y'all, man, Shedeur is locked and loaded. That's a touchdown. All day, every day. All day, every day. And this pass right here, this quick out, those have to be thrown on time. And that's on time. And he didn't have to slow down. He caught the ball, had time to turn that corner and do the doggone thing. Let me see if I can get this interception, because we need to talk about it, because everybody is tripping about this doggone pick, which it was a batted ball. It was a tip ball. The receiver should have caught that ball. That ball hit the receiver's hand. And in football, if the ball hits your hand, you got to come down with it. You just got to grab it, sir. It's out of frame. You see that? That ball is touching his hand. You got to grab that football, sir. You let the DB knock the ball out your hands and put it in the air. You got to grab that ball, my friend. But that is a pick for Shedeur. It goes against him no matter what. An interception is an interception. If it's on the receiver, it's still on the quarterback. So that's a pick. It is what it is. Ain't no way around it. But Shedeur has been balling out, man. And I can't wait to show y'all more, because I know what he's going to do. And once the tide turns, what is the NFL going to do? How are y'all going to weasel y'all way out of this one? The New York Football Giants is going to have to put the tape up. But I'm going to do a video on that one here in a little while. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And do not forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Oh, and by the way, people have been hitting me up about more live streaming, so we're going to do more of that. Asking for more guests. People been want me to do a show with G. Bush and a few more others. I don't know, man. We'll see what we can make work. If it works, it works. I don't even know if these people watch my content. So who knows? Garrett Bush is a good Cleveland Browns reporter. We watch him with the Ultimate Cleveland Football Show and at the barbershop. So who knows? I saw him on the other day with B. Watts yesterday. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what other commentators that we can get in touch with, or they reach out to me and put some stuff together. But the NFL is in trouble, man. This is all finna unravel in their face. They should have let Shedeur be drafted where he was going to be drafted in the first round, and not try to make an example out of him and Deion, because now what Shedeur had for support has been quadrupled, and they've turned Shedeur into a monster. And now, once the cat is out the bag, people are going to start asking questions, which they're starting to ask now. Why is this happening? Why did it happen? And we don't think that was unprepared. But I digress. I'm going to get off of that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Shout out to everybody and to see you on Tees for taking the time and stopping by and watching the video, man. We're going to get out of here. Y'all have a beautiful day. We're going to holler at y'all. Peace.